vegetable garden, and there are a lot of artichokes that they are nearly ready to be eaten, and there are also fava bean here. Fava beans are growing, but it takes at least 2 weeks before we can eat it. Fava beans. This one is big enough, but not ready for the full taste and savor. And we also have, at the moment, we have also peas that are growing and fava beans, but we are very proud of our artichokes. They are really abundant here, and as you can see, the artichokes, they are ready to be eaten raw, just removing all the external leaves, and then you just cut them very thinly and put in a lemon, and that can be combined also with topinambur and also with the fennel, so you have a very nice salad. In an olive grove, and the white star-shaped flowers belong to Allium ursinum, also known with the name of wild garlic. It has flowers and then very thin stems, and we try to get one on the ground so that I can show you the bulbs and what we can do with the bulbs. These are still growing. Let me check another one that comes. Here we are. So you can see the small bulb here and the roots, and then of course the stem and the white flowers. As for what concerns the eating aspects of this wild garlic, it can be used as a normal garlic, I mean the bulb, and we can use the leaves, which are tender and a little pungent, and they smell just like garlic. We can use the leaves in the salad as they do in Russia, but we can also prepare a tasty pesto using the stem, the white parts of the stems and the leaves, just the same way we do with basil, to make a very delicious pesto to season your toasts or sandwiches, I mean, or also to season your dish of pasta. We find a lot of chive, and chive is just the same as the cultivated one, a bit harder maybe than the cultivated one. And together with the chive, we also find some wild fennel, the one you see here. The chive is more or less like that. It has a bulb which is just in the ground, and then the leaves have the same hollow part that we find in cultivated chives. Today it's a bit windy, so the leaves moves continuously, but you can see it is not thick. It is just empty inside, so it has a round shape without anything inside. And this is the wild fennel instead. Can you see the leaves look like the real fennels, and also the root. And how we can both use chives and wild fennel. We can use the leaves just to add to a fresh salad together with chives, but we can also season our pork when we cook it in a pan, and gives the sense of food cooked in porchetta, as we say in Italy, so with garlic, wild fennel, and we can add other spices and salt, of course. This is my favorite place where to get another kind of wild garlic or wild leek actually, and the taste is between onions and leek and garlic, of course, and it is quite hard to take it from the ground. Okay, I've got one, and it has a lot of small bulbs, as you see. The small bulbs can be planted again, and you can have new wild leeks with you in your garden if you happen to find one. So we only use the main. You can use the bulbs to cook, and the small bulbs, and it is really delicious because it's not pungent as the garlic, but you don't have to fry it for a long time because otherwise it gets a sour taste. The small bulbs can be also preserved in vinegar and water, and they are really delicious in a sandwich. So these are the roots, and you just use this white part of the stem and the bulb itself. My special dish with wild leek or wild garlic is a seasoning for pasta. I use wild garlic, chopped green olives, and if you want, you can also add some botarga, this kind of egg fish that dried that can be grated on in the finish. So you use garlic. You use this wild garlic or wild leek, and you just put it in oil, bring to boil for a while, and just remove from the fire, otherwise it gets that sour taste as I was telling before. And then you add the chopped olives. Then you can sprinkle pecorino cheese over and grate some botarga. Okay. This plant is called borage, also known as star flowers. Can you see the flowers and the amazing color they have? They can just decorate our dishes in a precious way. So the leaves are a bit bristly, you see, a bit bristly, and if they are picked very young, they are smoother, of course, but they give anyway, even if with this kind of problem, it has a very good taste, recalling a bit cucumber. It can be added to salads, or we can make nice dishes reducing the leaves to a pesto and seasoning our dishes the way we like them, risotto or pasta with borago, or also cannelloni with these nice leaves that can be boiled first and then just stir fry in a pan, adding onions or whatever you like, and also you can also add some meat to stuff your cannelloni. They have very good properties. They say they combat the cancer anyway. They are really soothing, especially for our stomach and intestine. The plant of poppies. Can you see the leaves? Poppies are really edible, and they have a very soft taste. They can be compared to spinach, but they are really sweeter than spinach. And of course you can use in a salad when they are very fresh, or you can boil and making the stuffing of whatever you like. I mean, cannelloni, you can make an omelette filled with poppy and mozzarella cheese. It is a versatile plant. As I said, you can use the way you like, and also the flowers, the poppies, can be used to decorate your dish. These are nice flowers belonging to the Judas tree that can be eaten. The best way to use them is just preparing a thick batter. In the meantime, you just warm up the olive oil, extra virgin olive oil or peanuts oil, and then you put the flowers in the batter, and then helping yourself with a spoon, you just fry them in the boiling oil, of course. And when they are dry, you can put some honey on them. Better would be wildflowers honey. And instead of honey, you can also use sugar or brown sugar. Under an olive tree, and on the ground, we can find in spring, of course, wild asparagus. As you see, they are very thin. There aren't many. This is a little bigger, more consistent. And what can we do with them? We just can make risotto with them, or just a nice omelette. You can boil the asparagus, and then you can prepare your omelette with them. This is a rose hip. It has got beautiful flowers, but we don't use the flowers. We just use the berries to make a precious and scented jam. And it is of good quality, of course, because it is rich in vitamin or vitamin C. We have a lot of wild thyme here, and the shape of the leaves is the same as the cultivated one, but its scent is really intense, more intense than the cultivated one, and it can be used just to give flavor and freshness to our dishes. This is one of the kinds of chicory that we find on the field. This has got a red main vein in the leaf, and for that reason it is also called radicchio. Its flowers are usually violet, a very light violet. And how can we use chicory? We can use the youngest leaves, the one like this, in salad, and we can boil the other while, and then saute them in oil and garlic, and serve together with wild chard, for example, as the sour taste of chicory and the sweet taste of wild chard are a good combination. The plant that we can see here is called in Latin Eruca, or wild arugula. It's also called Rucola romana in Italian, or ruchetta. It has a very strong smell of garlic, especially the leaves. Instead, the flowers are very nice, with delicate perfume releasing. And the inner part of the flowers can also be slightly violet. They are nice to decorate the dish. The best way to use eruca is boiled, because in the salad you can smell garlic and it's not nice. And so you can just serve it together with other kinds of wild herbs, and just serve them like that. And near here we have a very strange name for a plant, that is Borsa del Pastore in Italiano, and in English it's the shepherd's purse. And its leaves are very good and delicious to be used fresh or raw, or just boiled together with other vegetables. The name comes from the fact that the capsule of the seeds that have this heart shape that were the same as the purse that the shepherds had with them. The plant that we can see here is called in Latin Eruca, or wild arugula, It's also called rucola romana in Italian, or rucchetta. It has a very strong smell of garlic, especially the leaves. Instead, the flowers are very nice with a delicate perfume releasing, and the inner part of the flowers can also be slightly violet. They are nice to decorate the dish. The best way to use eruca is boiled, because in the salad you can smell garlic and it's not nice. And so you can just serve it together with other kinds of wild herbs, and just serve them like that. And near here we have a very strange name for a plant, that is Borsa del Pastore in Italiano, and in English it's the shepherd's purse. And its leaves are very good and delicious to be used fresh or raw, or just boiled together with other vegetables. The name comes from the fact that the capsule of the seeds that have this heart shape, that were the same as the purse that the shepherds had with them. It's mallow, a nice plant of mallow. Its leaves can be used fresh or boiled. Fresh to the youngest one to add to a salad. They can be boiled to be added to other wild herbs, and you can also use the leaves for your herbal tea, just if you have a situation of inflammation of your body, I mean your intestine, also if you have cough. And your herbal tea can be made also with the dried leaves. So if you have time, dry the leaves and keep them for the winter time. This is pellitory. It grows nearly everywhere, also in the cracks of the wall. And for that reason, they are very rich in mineral salt. And how can we use it? Just boil the leaves and drain well, and you can add the leaves after chopping them to your dough to make nice and green tagliatelle.